The ballot boxes were delivered to the polling stations at 8 this morning, ready for voting to begin at 9. A record 24,189 people registered on the electoral roll this time around. On the ballot paper, 32 candidates from 3 parties, competing for 17 seats in Parliament. It's a beautiful day here in Gibraltar. The polling stations have just opened and Election Day 2019 is just getting started. This year sees the highest number of voters ever registered on the Rock, and in less than 24 hours we'll probably know who's going to be in this building for the next 4 years. But we have a busy day ahead of us and lots of people have to cast their votes first.
This is my 9th election. I think it's been the cleanest campaign I've ever experienced and ever been involved in, so I think all credit to everybody from all different parties who've been participating in it. Obviously for us it's very exciting. We made the point throughout that this is the Brexit election, that there are things which are going to happen which are outside Gibraltar, which will have an important bearing on our future, and the message we've delivered is that we feel we are the best people who are able to deliver for Gibraltar going forward.
The election itself, it's very exciting. It's my first time, so for me it's a brand new experience, a very enjoyable one, and for us it's about getting the people to go out and vote, providing a new team, a breath of fresh air in politics, and representation of our community. A big, wider, diverse representation of what we have out there in Parliament. So
it's been extremely challenging. I'm really lucky because I've got a lot of family supports. I've got friends who are very supportive and the party's been extremely supportive. So my message, I think, today is I'd like to see more women coming up the ranks. I'd like to see more women in politics and in leading roles in Gibraltar, and I would very much encourage that to happen. It can be done if you've got the proper support.
Well, we're about halfway through the day now and voter turnout is looking almost identical to 2015 so far. 3 people that have taken to the polls already are the leaders of each of the political parties. A very emotional time for them. Fabian Picardo, as he says, this will be the last election that he leads the GSLP Liberals. Keith Supardi, as he now leads the party that he once started with years ago. And Marlene Hassan Naon, who follows in her father's footsteps, leading a party into the general election. It's going to be an exciting time for them and many others as Gibraltar takes to the polls 17th of October.
The fundamental exercising of your right to be in a democratic, free jurisdiction. So it's absolutely essential that people come and exercise that hard-won right, and it's great to see it happening and in hopefully great numbers. And let's hope that we have even more voting this time than we did 4 years ago, because that would give whoever the government is going to be a very, very strong mandate to deal with all the challenges that Gibraltar is going to have to face and overcome in the coming 4 years.
As you mentioned, this is both of our first general elections here, so tomorrow you'll be swearing in the new government. So how are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling excited. I've had many great privileges and honours as governor here, and I suspect there's no greater honour or privilege than swearing in the new government of Gibraltar, because it's the government's job to assure the protection, progression and promotion of Gibraltar going forward. It's a big responsibility, and being part of that process is a great honour and a privilege. So I'm looking forward to it and I'm excited about it.
Brexit was a prompter for much Spanish media interest from across the region, including its capital. Their focus was party leaders, prodding them on questions on the border and Gibraltar's departure from the EU. By later in the evening, the turnout was dipping slightly lower than 2015 figures.
It's my 3rd campaign. The first one I was 24. The second one I was 39, I'm now 47. So I'm not sure whether it's sort of age related, but I've found it particularly tough this time. I think I've been more perhaps also because of age, I think I've been more emotionally engaged on this occasion because I felt that Gibraltar really does need a change.
This election has been a particularly important one for the people of Gibraltar. We have got 3 political parties, one of them for the first time hugely representative of the people. We're a very participative party. We've come up from the grassroots, we've had democratic elections, and here we are at a general election, a very important moment for Gibraltar, and it's been great to see a super turnout and people being so willing to talk and discuss and open up to all the candidates, and it's been quite a friendly election. It's been great, thank you.
The fact that the green issues have been so high, particularly in our manifesto, but overall, to me is a victory in itself. I wouldn't have imagined 3 elections ago, for example, that the environment would have been so high on the political agenda, and I think that's a victory for Gibraltar, and it's a victory for the planet even. I think other countries should follow our example.
Well, look, it's been a long 4 weeks, right? And I'm sure there's been pressures on many people, including hard-working civil servants that have been in the background doing all. So a big thank you to everyone that's been involved. The press have well been exemplary as always, and also to all the families of the candidates and the candidates themselves. It's a big strain, but I think we've presented today a significant exercise in democracy.
And it's terribly difficult. The voting system is stacked up against it, and with all due respect to GBC and the GRA, I think the partiality of coverage is very obvious, and I have made that point to the democracy group that have come out to Gibraltar.
And some people are saying that the best thing about this election has been your song. What would you say?
I am very happy with my jingle. I wish I could sing it, but A, I can't sing, B, my cold has made my voice extremely hoarse.
Just one line.
I think, no, I really do think it has been the hit of the election, and I think my poster is probably the better one of all of them. So those 2 things I will keep forever.
Your voice in Parliament will definitely make a change. Vote Robert and his campaign. Vote Robert.
So we've cast our votes, and hopefully you have too.
But for now, it's still a waiting game.